Dear students, our topic is manual testing. Manual testing. In manual testing, testers manually execute test cases without using any automation tools. It requires it requires a tester to play the role of an end user. Any new application must be manually tested before its testing can be automated. Manual testing requires more effort but is necessary to check automation feasibility. Manually testing does not require knowledge of any testing tools. One of the software testing tools, the fundamentals is 100% automation is not possible. This makes manual testing imperative. The manual testing advantages of manual testing. It is a preferable for products with a short life cycles. It is a it is preferable for products with short life cycles. It is preferable for products that have GUIs that constantly change. It requires less time and expensive to begin product to begin so predictive manual testing. Automation cannot replace human institution interference and inductive reasoning. Automation cannot change course in the middle of a test. Run to examine sometimes that had not previously considered. Previously considered. Autom- Automation can not change course in the middle of a test. In the middle of a test. Automation tests are more easily fooled than human testers. In this manual testing, disadvantage of manual testing require more time or more resources. Sometimes both performance testing is impractical in manual testing. Less accuracy, executing same test again and again, time taking process well as not suitable for large scale projects. Large scale projects. Continued. Bath testing is not possible for each and every test execution. Human user interaction is a mandatory. Manual test case scope is very limited. Comparing large amount of data is impractical. Checking relevance of search of operation difficult. Processing change requests during software maintenance takes more time. The comparison between automation testing and manual testing. Automation testing versus manual testing. Here, the automation testing the same operation each time. The manual testing text execution is not accurate all the time, hence not reliable. Useful to execute the set of test cases frequently. Useful when the test case only needs to run once or twice. Fewer testers required to execute the test cases. Large number of testers required in this manual testing. The automation testing is platform and is independent. The manual testing it is a platform dependent. So automation testing testers can fetch complicated information from code. The manual testing does not involve programming. Take fetch hidden information slow. The automation testing not helpful in UI. The manual testing helpful in UI. High cost in this automation testing, less than automation in manual testing. Why automated testing? All workflows, all fields, all negative scenarios, difficult to test for multilingual sites manually, does not require human intervention, increases speed of test execution, increase test coverage, manual testing and become a boring and hence error prone. Error prone. Which test cases to automate? Test cases to be automated can be selected using the following criterion to increase the automation ROI. High risk. The business critical test cases that are executed repeatedly, test cases that are very tedious or difficult to perform manually, test cases which are time consuming. The following category of test cases are not suitable for automation. Test cases that are newly designed and not executed manually at least once. At least once. Test cases for which the requirements are changing frequently. Test cases which are executed on ad basis. Automation process. Testing tools selection, define scope of automation, planning design and development, test execution, maintenance. This figure is automation processing. Automation processing. The next one is test tool selection. Largely depends on the technology the application under test is built on. It is a good idea to conduct a proof of concept tool and AUT. The testing tool selection is one of the example. For instance, QTP does not support informatic. So QTP cannot be used for testing informatic applications. Define the scope of automation. Define the scope of automation. Features that are important for the business scenario which have large amount of data. The common functionalities across applications. The next one is technically feasibility. Extent to which business components are reused. The another one is complexity of test cases. Ability to use the same test cases for cross-browser testing. The planning, design, development. Automation tools selected, framework design and its features, in scope and out of scope items of automation. Automation test bed preparation, schedule and timeline of scripting and executing, deliverable of automation testing. The fourth one is testing execution. Scripts are executed during this phase. The scripts need input test data before they are set to run. Once executed, they provide detailed test reports. For example, Quality Center is the test management tool. which in turn it will invoke QTP for execution of automation scripts. Scripts can be executed in a single machine or a group of machines. The next one is the go to the fifth one is maintenance. The maintenance is a new functionalities are added to the system under test with successive cycles. Automation scripts need to be added, reviewed, and maintained for each release cycle. Maintenance becomes necessary to improve effectiveness of automation scripts. Automation tools.